This is Peter, a seemingly generous man with many accomplishments, who's loved by many in the United Kingdom. In December of 2012, he was featured in an article on the Time series UK, being praised for donating blood for the 160th time. He was also a longtime member of a veterans athletic club, collecting many awards along the way. And all the way back in 2008, he was interviewed for a Daily Mail article, where he talks about his time on a TV show that asked couples to bear out all of their relationships as they lay in bed. But what I found is that Peter's wife was also interviewed in this article, stating that he had been unfaithful to her. He confessed that he had taken another woman to the hotel instead of me. He insisted that he'd kissed her only on the cheek, but it wasn't the thought that they might have had sex that tore me apart. It was the emotional betrayal. Peter says shortly after this incident, they became separated. And this event could be where things took a dark turn for Peter, because not very long ago, I found Peter on Omegle, talking to what he believed to be an girl.
You got a very, very cheeky look on your face. I don't object to it. It's nice. I'm Peter. Who are you, please?
Ariana.
You started my day off correctly here, nicely. I marshalled the London Marathon this Sunday just gone. 50,000 runners, even with my megaphone encouraging them.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am? I'll try and put on my young face, all right?
I like older guys.
Is 53 okay? Is that all right with you?
Is okay with you?
You look very appealing, I must admit. You're showing me your knees. You're off the shoulder there. It looks so nice.
Buddy, isn't this you on YouTube right here?
Who is that?
That's you on YouTube, right? Now, you might be wondering why I'm making an entire video on this guy based off just one interaction. But unfortunately, Peter's been caught doing the same thing by other YouTubers time and time again. Now, after doing some research and watching some of these clips, I've found a lot of disturbing things. For starters, his age.
I think you're like 60 something.
55. How old do you think I am?
53.
You got it spot on. Is 53 okay? Is that all right with you?
Now, what I've gathered from these few clips is that Peter usually asks the girl to guess how old he is. And after they make a guess, he'll say he's between 53 and 55 years old, which I find really strange because the Daily Mail article I showed you guys earlier was published in 2009, and it clearly states there that Peter was 67 years old at the time of writing that article. So if that article's true, that means he's actually somewhere between 81 and 82 years old. And just to confirm he's actually older than he says he is, I'm gonna be calling Peter later in this video and confronting him about all the disgusting acts he's been caught doing online. But before I call him, I want to show you guys footage from another video, because this clip fully exposes his manipulation tactics and how he tries to come across as a charming and nurturing figure to try and get these girls to give him what he wants.
Feel free, please, to ask me any questions you like. I promise I will give you truthful and honest answers. I won't be rude, crude, or vulgar. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
I don't want to embarrass you, but you see men here, yes?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Maria, excuse me. They're sometimes doing this, are they?
Yeah.
Listen, Maria, it's a normal, natural thing. We all do this. It's a normal release of our sexual frustration, our hormones, whatever. It's something we have to do occasionally, right? When you see men here, what do you call it in America? Jerking off, is that right? Jerking off? How do you find that? Disgusting, arousing, amusing, or what? I'll give you my opinion after. When you see men doing it. As a woman sometimes, do you not find it, how shall we say, arousing or not? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, of course. Listen, you're a young lady now. You're a young woman.
As you can see, he tries to educate this girl on choking the chicken while coming across as understanding and not too pushy. Then it eventually progresses into much worse in the full video, which I linked down below. But according to survivorlawyer.com, what happened in this clip is textbook G-wording. They will test a vulnerable person's boundaries and incrementally introduce inappropriate or behaviors, normalizing them through this desensitization process. And another big red flag of G-wording is isolation, which Peter is allegedly no stranger to. Peter's ex-wife, who is 19 years younger than him, also stated this in the Daily Mail article. I soon realized that Peter was insanely jealous if my family was around. I love my sister and my niece and my daughters, who were 28 and 21, were thrilled to have Peter as their stepfather. They didn't live with us, but spent Christmas and holidays at our flat, but Peter made no effort to be friendly. I asked him why, and he said, "Because I want you to myself." Now, after countless times of him getting caught and still not learning his lesson, I decided to contact and confront Peter myself. My plan was to call his phone acting like an independent journalist and ask him for a Skype interview call about his accomplishments and blood donations. And after days of trying, he finally answered.
346-7596. Good morning.
Yes, is this Peter?
Yes, it is. Nice to speak to you. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I'm an independent journalist. I was reading up on your blood donations from back in the day. I wanted to do maybe possibly if you could do an interview sometime this week.
Yeah, that'd be fine. How did you pick me up on that?
Well, I saw a few things. We actually do some research online. You were on a database and I thought I'd, try and give you a ring.
Hang on a second. Let me turn the radio off. Hang on a second. Oh. You sound as if you're calling me from the States. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you aware what time it is here in London?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I calling you at the wrong hour?
No, it's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. I've got the phone beside my bed. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Where are you calling me from?
I'm actually calling you from Florida.
Oh, Florida. Yeah. I'm supposed to be coming over there and doing a race, but it's not going to happen. Is it still hot?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Did you give me your name? I'm Peter. You are?
My name is Joe. Joe Martin.
Joe. All right, Joe. Nice to meet you. Nice to be talking to you. How are we going to do this? You coming to see me, or are we doing it over the phone, or what?
Could we maybe possibly, do you have Zoom?
I've got no idea on this technology whatsoever.
Okay, what about Skype, maybe?
I've got Skype, yes, I do have Skype.
Okay.
I think I've mastered that.
Okay, yeah, let's do Skype if that would work for you.
That's fine, yes. Now, for me now, it's 4:20 in the morning. It must
Oh,
be,
I'm so sorry.
11:20 in the... No, it's okay. It's 11:20 in the evening for you?
Yeah, around there. It's 11:14.
All right, Joe. Let me get my diary and we'll sort this out, okay?
Okay. Dude, there's no way this is happening right now.
Just bear with me a second, Joe.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, Joe. What are we looking at here?
Okay, yeah, if I could just, what would be a good day to do the call?
Tuesday would be a good day. Now, bear in mind, this time zone change between us, it's 5 hours. We're looking at in the evening for me, that's afternoon for you, is that right?
Yes, that would work.
Lovely. I've got a pen in my hand here. Tuesday the 17th, is that correct? Have I got that right?
Do you have anything earlier, like Thursday or Friday, perhaps?
You mean Friday the 13th, eh?
Yes.
That's a good day. Yeah, actually, I am free then. It's good.
Okay.
Yes, that'd be good. Joe, just run this past me now. Sorry, the brain is waking up now. It's about blood donation, is that correct?
Yes, it's for I read the article on your blood donations, over 160, and I kind of just wanted to go more into
Actually, it's 180. It's 180.
180 now. Okay, so it wasn't updated. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk to you about that and, go into more detail about what made you decide to go for that amount and
yeah,
just understand a little bit more about you.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm quite comfortable talking to you now if you want to. I don't mind.
I gotcha. I would just, I feel like it would be better quality just for
I'm just saying, whichever's convenient for you, Joe, I don't mind.
I gotcha. I just wanted to get a better transcript for the... Okay, so Friday the 13th, like what time?
I don't mind. The whole day's free at the moment. You tell me what's convenient for you.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of the joys of being single and self-employed, whatever.
Oh, I gotcha. So you're still working then, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm still working, man. I drive professionally. I'm in great demand. It's wonderful.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's awesome to hear. So, yeah, if I could get your Skype username, and then I could log that in my calendar, and we can...
Okay. Well, you'll have to bear with me on that. It's Peter, just as simple as that.
Okay, awesome.
Are you going to that now? Are you doing it now to find me?
I logged down your username. I'm not by my computer at the moment, but...
Okay, don't worry. You send me an invitation. I accept it, and we can how you say, touch base, see each other as well. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds great.
And
yes.
where will this appear?
We'll do a potential YouTube and or with the transcript, just, however it goes in the editing software, we might just make it into an article, so.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, Joe. Fair enough then.
Thank you. Have a good night. I can't believe that just happened. I just wanted to ask, what made you want to start donating blood?
When I got to 180 about 5 or 6 years ago, regrettably I had a very mild heart attack, and consequently I'm on blood thinners and of course I can't donate my blood anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If I was able to, normally you have to stop at about 60, but people like myself, grandfather's rights, as long as you remained in good health, you could donate forever and a day. Even the 6 donations I gave in Nassau in the Bahamas, that counted because I didn't receive payment, okay?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to touch on as well, is you don't get paid for donating blood.
We don't get paid for donating blood. No, it's not America, with respects. I understand people sell their souls in America, right?
Yeah.
No.
Also, I saw you on a reality TV show back in the day as well. I believe it was around 2009. I didn't really understand, what the show was. I believe it was about, couples who speak about their relationships.
Oh, yeah. That was Brits in Bed. Is that right? Brits in Bed.
Okay.
Now, that, please, Joe, I rather you forgot about that. It was something I really didn't want to be in. I got married and our relationship was going through a difficult time, and I didn't like that program. I did not like it at all, but I did it, and it's something in my past. My wife eventually committed adultery, blah, blah, blah. I'm not the first person. I'm not the last. I'd rather you didn't use any of that. I'm asking you politely. I don't want to have to tell you. I'm asking you. Please.
Yeah, I just saw, you might have regretted, doing that, because I just skimmed over it because there's a lot of reading. So, and then, yeah, I also saw you did running. I didn't really understand the whole aspect of it. Are you running professionally, like for marathons?
Professionally. I'm 82, Joe. 55. Is that okay with you?
Well, I didn't know if maybe in the past.
I wish, Joe. I did 75 marathons and 150 half marathons worldwide. If you look on the wall behind me, can you see those certificates?
Yeah.
Those are some of the 21 Londons that I did over the years. Yeah, that's basically, I just do it basically to keep fit now. The marathon days finished a long time ago.
And then just before, we go over everything else, do you have any past controversies or anything? Just so, my platform's secure, I kind of am required to ask just with my team.
What are we talking about? I've been on the undrivables. You might want to look at that. Go to YouTube. Sorry, Omegle. Is it Omegle? Amazon. Sorry, Amazon. You'll find me in a television program called The Undrivables. This is where I got headhunted because of my vocational qualifications. That's
and
what I
see
did.
You brought up Omegle, as you call it. I saw something here where it looks like there's a few videos online. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I'd rather get rid of that, mate. That was a mistake on my part. I'd had a few drinks. I lost my inhibitions. This was a mistake.
I gotcha. It looks like you were talking to what you believe to be a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah,
this has 300,000 views.
It was a mistake on my part. Again, I'd rather forget about this, mate. Please don't use any of that, okay?
I know that was a mistake, but it looks like you actually did it again here a few weeks ago. This was posted 3 weeks ago, and you say you're 53 in this clip, and I don't think that's true at all.
It's again another mistake, but I'm obviously not learning by mistakes, but I have now. Yes, so that's another one.
But
Joe,
you understand these people are too young to be talking to.
Yes, of course I do. I understand that. Yes, it was a big mistake.
Because here it looks like you asked to see her.
No denying. Does this excite you? What would I like to see? Well, I've always been a person. I've always enjoyed ladies. Whatever you're comfortable with, Sophia. I don't want to rush things with you, but we can develop a very nice friendship, a relationship. You'll get me to come over and see you.
She's years old.
Whatever, mate. Yes, it was a mistake. Yes.
But you make multiple mistakes over and over again.
Yes, it would seem so, mate. So anyway, please don't use that.
And then right here, it looks like you say you're 54 years old, which also isn't true. So why do you go on here?
Yes, why do I go? I've been to priest. I'm Roman Catholic. I've been to my priest. I've confessed. He's given me a means of avoiding it now, but I've cut it out.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, this is about 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks ago. He's helped me with my prayers, and I'm overcoming whatever it is, this weakness, whatever. So I'm being honest with you, Joe. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying I do have my lady friend waiting to talk to me from Manila. She's, how shall we say, she's more my age, whatever. When you and I finish, I will be contacting her, okay? But please, Joe, I'm asking you as a gentleman not to use any of this at all.
Well,
okay?
I understand, but we actually met before, Peter. We
don't
met
remember.
before.
What?
You were talking to a girl who you thought to be years old, and I was actually behind the camera,
Oh,
and
right.
I caught you.
Right, okay. So what are you suggesting then?
I'm suggesting that what you're doing online is wrong,
I agree. Yes.
and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to send this to the authorities because
well, I've
this
already-
is what this is all about, Peter.
Right, I
You-
guess that. Let me explain.
You told a
I've
young
already-
man he was going to get drafted for you catching him.
I'm going to get you drafted. Okay. I've already had the police come round about 3 weeks ago, and we had a very interesting chat, and it was interesting, it was polite. They gave me a gentle warning not to do this anymore, or else it could go further. And I said, okay, and I'm beginning to control this, okay? So, Joe,
But this was 3 weeks ago, Peter. This was 3 weeks ago.
Joe, you do what you feel you have to do, and I do what I have to do with this, okay? Controlling
But
it.
Peter,
What
it
else-
seems like
what else
you
do
it
want
don't.
to
It
talk
seems
about?
like you
What
don't
else
care,
do you want
Peter.
to talk about? What else do you want to talk about, Joe, apart from this, okay? What else do you want to talk about?
I'll talk about how it seems that you don't care. It seems like you don't care at all. And so,
Joe,
what I'm going to do
not
with this call,
comfortable. I'm
you've
not
admitted to
comfortable.
this.
I'm not comfortable with this conversation,
I'm
Joe.
not comfortable with you talking to Peter. So
Fair
what I'm
enough,
going
I
to do, you just
understand that,
admitted
and
to
I don't
talking to
think
minors
you're
online.
the truth
You've
of who
admitted.
you are as well. Okay.
I'm a person who catches online, Peter.
Okay.
And
fair
that's
enough.
exactly what I've done. You've just admitted he disconnected. Peter surprisingly stayed on the call longer than I expected, but eventually couldn't take it anymore and left. Now, as of 2 days ago, I filed a police report to his local authorities showing all the clips and evidence of what he's been doing online. And if they don't do anything about it, I hope that this taught him a lesson and that no one ever finds him on Omegle again. Because there's been multiple encounters captured on video, so you can only imagine what we haven't seen.